guys, welcome to FX Chronicles. This is Azam, and today we are going to go over our daily market analysis for May the 4th. Be with you, 2014. Right before we start, we have some quick disclaimer that Forex is a high leverage trading instrument, and you can perhaps lose all and even more of your investment in it. And this is just trading advice, purely on an educational basis, nothing more. Okay, so let's get started here with our daily analysis. I would like to first start off with, I guess, the euro dollar. So we've seen, obviously, on the daily that there has been a huge downtrend, and just recently, about the end of last week, it reached in this region of resistance, perhaps, from where there's a good chance of it dropping back, and we saw that it came in this region. It created this pin bar, or just a hammer-ish type, and we took this short trade last night. We did make about 50 pips on this, 50 plus pips trade. The trade has been closed for now, but the intent is that this trade will, or the euro USD will perhaps go at least down to this point before it launches back up to around here, around this region, where we can find some more resistance for it. So that's the thing that we're looking at, is for the euro USD to come around 1.10 or 1.10, about another 40 pips or 140 pips drop is quite probable in this case. Alright, let's look at dollar yen. We have, so for a while, in fact, since November or since December, the yen has been ranging between 115 and 122, about a 700 pip. But even more so, I would say that since February 9th, it's been ranging in the 118 to 122 in a 400 pip range. And the best way to trade ranging markets is to pick on tops and bottoms. As of right now, what we do see here is that there is perhaps opportunity that if it's been going up, and if it breaks today's high, which is 120.27, or about 120.35, there's potential for it to go up to a good 75 pips before it can find more resistance, perhaps. So something to look for if you're looking for a long position. If not, it might just continue to go down, and maybe we'll have a long position down around 118.90, 95. Okay. Pound dollar. We were trading this earlier, and it unfortunately didn't work out well for us. The trade didn't move much, but we have seen this uptrend, and we're seeing this pullback into this region. I still believe that it might pull back a little bit more, and we might then, or even down here, that it might even come into this region about 1.5 before it continues going up. And we can break this down to a 4-hour chart to just get a better idea. So there is support at this level, and it might go back up to this. So we'll just have to look at that. Let's look at the weekly charts. The weekly is giving us this huge candle with this long wick. So that's a huge sign of shorting opportunity coming up for the longer trend, and the dollar continuing its strength. Like, for instance, a huge long wick right here, a long wick right here, but this one's much higher. So I would be looking to short pound dollar, but for me it would have to come around at least 250, because then I will be probably shorting it on a weekly basis and looking for the next few weeks to just make it go all the way down here, which is about 1.435. So a good 600-700 pips drop is possible, but I need a pullback to a higher level, perhaps up to, yeah, 5,300 right here. Okay, so that's pound dollar. What's next? Aussie dollar. So since we are in the Aussie session, this might be a good trade to look at. Okay, so we've seen the Aussie gaining strength lately, and it's pulled back into this region of support because prices have been moving up, and we see this doji candle. So break of this on the upside can definitely mean that it can go all the way up to 0.8 perhaps. So I would say that that's a good about 145 pip opportunity right there on this trade. Okay, what's next? Dollar CAD. It's been in a downtrend and it's continuing that. I guess there is some support level down here at 1.2, so it will be interesting how the price reacts once it comes to the support level. Perhaps it may just move back up all the way to 1.25. So that's something that I'll keep an eye for. Kiwi dollar, another one coming up. We're seeing this doji, it's in this region, support region, so perhaps if the price breaks above this, we can go all the way long to 650, and that will be another about a 90-100 pip trade. Okay, what's next? I'm going to look at euro yen. We've been shorting euro yen earlier today, and I believe that would stay. For me, euro yen can easily drop to 130, 140. So I'm just going to look for an opportunity and see where might we see an opportunity. We're starting to see a little bit of a double bottom create here because still the euro is stronger than the yen, so it might pull back up to even perhaps 134.75 before it comes down all the way to 132.15. Euro pound. Okay, it's been in an uptrend lately, even though the dynamic trend has been down. Still uptrend, and it is in this area of resistance right here. So it's just going to be interesting the next few days. If it seems like it's probably gonna not sure, I'll probably need it to pull back up a little bit before it can start to go down. So that's what I'll be looking at. And pound yen. Just on the daily chart right here. I still think there will be a pullback for a little further down. It will have to drop a little bit more, about 180.45, before we can anticipate anything to go back up. So that's that. On the 4 hour, we are seeing this hammer because there is some support. But then again, our daily trend is up. It's high. So, you know, that might actually be an opportunity. That might actually be something I'll look into with my stop at around 181.35 and going long at 181.90. So about 55 pip with 183.25. So yeah, 55 pip risk with over 110 pips return is quite possible, but I'll have to look for a breakout here. Okay, Euro Aussie. Let's see that 6 hour chart giving us some good numbers. Let's see what the daily. Oh wow, yeah, this could be a really good long opportunity. Definitely. It's been uptrending lately on the daily chart. Weekly has been getting stronger. It is in a resistance area, so that's something to watch out for. But this gives me hope because there was support here previously, and then we got this beautiful candle right here. So break of this can easily go up to even 4,400. So a nice 200, 150 pip profit is probable. Canadian dollar showing strength. And there's been a break of daily candle, so I would anticipate it to come down to at least 33.80 before it might continue going up. And as I say, that these are just my assumptions about that, very much. Aussie yen. Okay, same thing, just long opportunities coming up on the yen, whether it's the dollar, it's the Aussie, so something to watch out for, definitely. I think it'll be very interesting to see how it responds to all of this. Yeah, okay. Daily, yep, okay, potential to go long all the way up to 101. Another 100 pip opportunity. Yep, we're seeing some support areas here. Just need to look for a breakout. Pound Kiwi, one of my favorites. Alright, we had an uptrend, it pulled back, so let's just see what's happening on a smaller time frame. I mean, I want it to come down to this level of 2 and then perhaps go up to 2.03. Yeah, that'll probably be one of the ways to approach this. Daily's here, just been in this area, so I believe it's gonna fall, and we might see an opportunity to go along around 1.9. And last but not least, Euro Kiwi. It's too early in the game, but I think it's starting to reach that resistance level at about 1.5, so it's going to be interesting how it performs. Okay, well, that's the basic analysis for today, and if you have any questions, feel free to comment. I'd love to hear from you guys. If there's any changes you want me to make to the system, please let me know. And I hope you guys have a great day. Once again, this is Azam with FX Chronicles. Take care. Bye.